is how they fucked up today, people. Now look at everything on the system feedback aside the crash. Controller destroy. Handler said, look at everything. Everything stop session is destroyed. This is where they messed up. Now there's millions of people involved in the hacking of me. Why? Because they don't want to go to jail for life after committing a crime against the White House. It's a life sentence crime to send a 5-page virus and tortured a disabled person, which is me, Mark Shallot, for 4 years and kept it facilitated and hidden. So it's a life sentence for them. They all could be caught through a satellite. They don't know that. They're stupid because they don't know about CIA and Pentagon have satellite visions through buildings and can find out exactly who they are any time of the day. What they're doing is using old 1986 CIA moves, so they're undetected. But since those CIA moves have been released already, they know that it could be done again. So that way, no, it could be brought up at court and they could get sentenced for those crimes without a problem. Since they've been released, they use ear tugging, they use hair pulls, they use hair waving, looking into mirrors while they do it, and looking into their phones due to them getting looked back on, including they get music videos put on their phone or beeps that go to the phone, beep, and then that means Mark's awake, Mark is doing this, Mark is doing that, so they know to attack. I am gang stalked in the millions. Okay, there's gang stalking in 50,000, 100,000, 500,000, millions, hundreds. I'm stalked in over millions. Not only stating phone call hacking, but computer hacking as well. Exactly what they're doing, committing billion-dollar deficit for innocent taxpayers, have no idea why they're paying all these extra dollars, and it's for cover-ups of crimes. Law enforcement not only using funds that are for donations, but illegally and misusing funds. And then when I try to report it to the international CIA and other people for misusing of funds, what they do is not only hack the Funda website, but they hack Secret Service and much more. We're going to be showing you a good look into everything right now. We're going to wake some people up today. You see everything's false, disabled. You see my mom just got a phone call? And that's exactly who they'll call. 2. You see? Did you hear that? And that's exactly what happens when these evidence is put. And that's the first person they call, and that's how a lot of them will be caught. That's guaranteed, as sure as day. They will be caught. They're in big trouble. I don't know if they can understand the level of trouble they're in. They're in deep shit. Deep shit. Real deep shit. And they're going to feel it really good. They're going to get a real wake-up lesson. A very good wake-up lesson. Especially that it was a 15-year plot against the White House. You hear it again? And that's exactly. Those people are the ones that have heavy involvement. So if you check their phones, you're going to find out exactly what's going on. You see all this manipulation, people? Everything is manipulated. Every single thing on my phone. Every day, 100 times a day. I will be suing them, but before I sue them, I'm pressing criminal charges on each one. For crimes to disabled, not only for crimes to disabled, then I'm going to gang stalking charge after that. So that's a 10-year prison sentence. Those with records, without 5. And then I'm adding a gang stalking charge, which is 12 years maximum. So 10 plus 12 is 22 years off the beginning, and then they get turned over to Homeland, and that's where they can face life in prison. I'm filing on everybody involved. I do have everyone's information, all the phone information, modem, everything. Every device ever used, I have it, how FCC communicated through it, and much more. No mistakes, no mishaps, I got it all. I got every move they make, including phones used to be as remote controls, and how they have restriction access to me through internet with my name on it before getting the phone. I am going to title the takedown. Oh no, I'm going to put this ATT to Homeland Security, and if they hack this feedback through Google, they will be in bigger problems. which they will, and they've done it before many times. It won't be the first, it won't be the last. They're getting nailed. That's all I'm saying. I think it should go to Homeland first of all things, because Homeland's in charge. Since Secret Service works under Homeland. Inform you. FBI has failed to turn in my 1974 Privacy Act paperwork. I want to show you the amount of vehicles outside my home involved in hacking right now. As you can see those 3 cars, as they're all taking off, as you see all of them take off at the same time. As you can see how many people are involved. Look in front of 18601. Do you see all 3 cars take off at the same time? Yes, you did. You see the people in front of 18601. 90% of that building is involved in war crimes, especially torture of 4 years by hate crime, 4 years of facilitating torture to a Jewish man, anti-Semitism heavily involved. I am protected by the Patriot Act, for the record. This is the 1974 Privacy Act paperwork, which was filed in Mr. Tony Cardenas' office. You're going to see the stats to the side of this. The stats to the side of this is me giving my 30-day notice, not only on phone that they frauded, but here as well. Through computer, they give them whatever information, including 30-day notice. The brand type of computer I did it from, everything done the right way. I gave it in words and in paper form. The person that not only got this from me at Tony Cardenas' office, who promised me I would get my answer back on this paperwork, which was stopped by the FBI. Reason being is they were committing a crime due to me being a victim of their crime, organized gang stalking, which is a federal crime with FBI agents involved. Now, if you check my 818-397-9713, which you can find all the stats and model, IMEI, and everything else, including every device, modem used on May 4, 2017, including TVs and everything else, cable boxes, all the stats of serial numbers by tag and opened up, and by the openings of it, the motherboard showing. Every processing chip were found and turned in as well for evidence, just to prove, in fact, everything was done. Everything was done right way, 100%, nothing more, nothing less. The phone that we're recording right now is not only the phone that they used and millions involved in participation of a crime against the White House, the United States, in a 5-page virus sent. Now this is the transmitter. As you can see, it's original pencil sketching with the live wire on it. 4 inches of it to show LEDs at each 4 inches. 7 feet in length. This is 100% undeniable. FCC codes and everything else. Notarized. Sent Department of Justice preliminary hearing, and victims of crimes. Notarized. This place was manipulated on 9/10/2016 by FBI agent, not only revealing on the 818-397-9713, who stopped me from getting color copies, was there inside and put on video while he stated this. You will be able to find it through the IMEI specs. Also, you will be able to find pictures on the police report, not only made of the crash on 6/6/2017, but you'll be able to find pictures on, and that's of a text showing that I paid the bill for 818-397-9713, and then 2 hours later, the bill is owed again. You will find videos of that phone and much more, and the way it used to produce crashes. Now, I do want to state this. This is kind of spiritual letter, kind of tell you the truth. Not only through Melinda, ID number 3033. Secret Service agents were hanged up on 4 times during a threat report of the United States White House with explosives report and a 911 call being made from 818-654-6955, where a LAPD vehicle did come on the block and on scene, did pull directly up to the van as the van was facing the opposite side, the forward side, as the LAPD vehicle who pulled up on the opposite side of the street and parked next to it and started looking around the van. LAPD did not go in the van, which what they should have, once certain explosives were seen by me, and not only with the pink buckets, white buckets with clear tops with pink liquid and hoses sticking out of them. Yes, Middle Eastern people were involved with that van, connected to the man who put the FCC device, that lived in apartment 208, who number 1.5 now lives and was tied into number 2, which is apartment 216. License plate 7PIY285. Okay, let's continue on. The federal agents parked in front of my window, in front of my home. Not only as they pulled up, their plan to execute me was at my home. As you can see, the law enforcement wheels. Now this is another federal vehicle. This is the receipt for the date and time of the occurrence, including the next morning as I stayed overnight due to a risk of life and danger. I did have to stay the night because I was targeted for death that night due to me participating in a heavy load, you can say, and something I don't know if I should have took or not, but it's a little hectic, I would say that much. I've been through hundreds of poisonings, hundreds of drugging. In fact, I want to let you hear one of them on recording so you can view it for your own pleasure. Now, I do want to state, I'm going to send this out now. There is people heavily moving out the building, all those that can be seen through satellite exactly at this time of this video. I'm sure will be added onto the crime. Now the reference is, I'm going to give an account which you can check all the info, pictures, and everything else. And I want to state for the record, after giving this evidence to a Mr. Berginger Belkins, United States, Washington, D.C., Secret Service agent, who I gave the information that I'm putting down here, they completely, 1 minute after hanging up the phone with him, completely erased the whole account off my phone and disabled my phone by changing USSID codes and MIME codes. 1 minute directly after hanging up the phone after giving him the evidence, which is a big enough flight risk as it is. And let me give you the information of that phone that will prove that. And here it goes here. And it did happen this year. Now here's the proof of the phone's specs, serial numbers, and everything else that happened on. Right here, it's backwards. Here, we'll do it sideways. We'll just do it backwards. They can read it no matter what. And this is all you need. And this is, we're going to show you the White House letter it was crashed over. Sent Dear Mr. President letter, as you can see it. Now, if you read that, you'll see why they crashed it. Major crime committed, people. All the evidence of it, proven, fact, no bullshit. No bullshit. I'm 100% in what I do. I don't fake the funk, never have been a fake, never have been an imposter, snitch, or a punk. So, I'm going to do what's right. I'm going to look out. Because the reason I got involved in this in the first place is once kids were in the mix, I said I'm going to give up my life to these kids because I was a victim of a child crime due to FBI committing a crime against me when I was young, and not only breaking my family structure, but doing it on purpose in order to hurt me. Now, not only did they contact my mom, but they had my mom and my brother put a false mental health history, which is fraud, in fact. Not only got me kidnapped, but nearly killed twice in the hospital. I mean, this is all the evidence you need. This is the proof. This is the end modem. Now, FCC's participation was, you see everybody's moving in the house now. They're moving just like that. Now, this is the chip that will bring it all to an end. This is the main chip, people. This chip is the proof of it all. It's the modem chip that belongs to the May 4, 2017 crash of the White House. It was found under a grill. It was hidden and put under this. Look, out of all things. So you never know it was there. You believe it? Under there, out of all places. Now, right now, by showing you this kind of evidence, I put myself at risk. You get a kidnapping or entrapment by LAPD. But I got to get the job done. I did report enough time to LA Healthcare where they know if I get kidnapped, they will contact the hospital immediately, or the hospital will contact them immediately due to the report made. The report was made if I ever get taken to any hospital for any mental thing to contact people to take care of the situation of a fraud. I have undeniable facts, people. I mean, I got shit that you cannot say is not true. It's only more than true, but 100% no doubt true. I mean, think about it. Common sense is common sense. If you got common sense, you know I'm 100% right. There goes the numbers. I can put under red light due to experts can find. Oh, there you go. As you can see, all the numbers are shown perfectly. Not one number missing. Not one number infringed. As a shine reveals it all. Now look at the metal. Now what we're gonna do for you, especially when it came off there. Now, as you can see, the box is not supposed to be tampered with, but illegal surveillance cameras were put inside this box. As you can see directly in there, and there. It's not only illegally put in there, but the reason why the piece is so amazing and its involvement is so high that they have to, just in case, to retrieve the evidence that you've already seen.